Hi everyone, Esther here from Esther Healing. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. I wanted to discuss today upcoming very important events in August. And as well, it's going to be part one. I will make another video, part two. I don't want to make too long video. And we're going to discuss mainly things happening until August 18, which is really, really important events, extremely important. It's going to affect us for the next couple months for sure. And just to give you a little bit more perspective for you perhaps to understand why we feel a certain way, what's really happening right now from the cosmic perspective, right? And how it's affected us here on the Malchut dimension. Malchut is the world, the last sphere from the tree of life, from the tree of life reality. It's called Malchut, the world where we live, is well Kabbalist. It's called this world of Ulam Atiyah. So let's first just look at the schedule a little bit of the planets, right? So we have a sun, which is he's going to be transit from Cancer to Leo from July 16 until August 16. So on 16, I'm going to discuss that. It's extremely important. Few days. I wanted to mark your calendar, especially 16, 17. It's not going to be the most positive days. It's going to be very intense energy. It's the sun, which is going to really one of the most important days for the sun when he's going to transit from the Cancer water energy to the fire energy. So we're really going to feel those days. I don't recommend to make any important plans on the day, any negotiation, any try to avoid any conflict. Like this is the days really to be, so to say, undercover. We have a Venus because it transit to Leo. It's on July 16. She transit until August 10. And then we Mars start his transit on July 20th until September 5th. Okay, this is really important. So just for you to understand as well, where Mars at right now, it's, in Leo energy. And well, what else we have? Oh, Mercury, very important. The Mercury was transit from in Cancer on July 25th to August 8th. So we're going to have a lot of really important events happening in the middle of August. So I really want us almost, to move right away to let's right away put to 16 on July 16. Let's see what's happened on July 16. Okay, we're moving slow. I'm gonna put this way. Let's move here. I'm gonna put 16. Yes. So we have right now August 16. Let's see. Yes, we have in August 16. So let's just remember the Jupiter and Saturn still in full retrograde, right? So we have Jupiter here and we have Saturn, they in full retrograde. When they in full retrograde, we really feel the energy. And we're supposed to feel this support, but I will tell you why we don't feel too much support in those days and now even from Jupiter. Why Jupiter so to say a little bit trapped because of the Ketu. As you can see, Ketu over here. Ketu right now really not giving Jupiter to really nourish us. And I'll explain to you as well why. So this is what I want us to talk about. So Mars and Venus in Leo now, right? So, and it's going to be until August 11th. So Venus, let's look at Mars and Venus. They go. They literally conjunct each other right now, as you can see. So, Venus usually she loves to be in Leo, and she almost like inflamed by Mars in a sense, but it's definitely not balanced in easy time for Venus, and therefore not really easy time for a relationship, especially until 11 and 12, because Mars makes things more aggressive, it's creating a dispute and unnecessary pressure. So one of the reasons is Mars more aggressive in Leo, then it's unusual. Usually Mars loves to be in Leo, is because Mars is creating very strong square configuration. So it's opposition with Jupiter and it's square to Ketu. Just bear with me. Some of you who's not really study astrology is going to be a little bit foreign to you, but if you understand a little bit astrology, it totally will make sense to you really what's happening right now in the sky. So if you look at it, so if Mars right now, creating very strong configuration, it's opposition Jupiter and it's square in Ketu. Even though Jupiter, as I said in the beginning of the video, in the full retrograde, it's supposed to give us so much amazing energy, but unfortunately, the energy is almost like sucked by malefic Ketu. What is the Ketu? It's the North Node and sorry, South Node. And because of the temporary combination, there you go. So it's is the almost like a cross combination as well, very unusual. So what to do? So let's see, Rahu, which is North Node, is forming the cross point between fixed sign. So let's see where the Rahu, this is the Rahu. And it's really as well, it's really a strong combination. So because it's going to creating the cross point between fixed sign, what is the fixed sign? It's Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Those particular signs will feel even more heavy energy and the nervous system will be even more triggered, especially for Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Because don't forget, we're talking about the karmic nodes. And it's really unusual. And it's really not too often we have this type of combination. Now, the annual transit for Sun, it's like happen only once in a year. And what is the Sun? Which is going to happen on 16. The Sun, it's the king, and he's going into Leo. And what is the Leo? Leo is the sun, right? The, like a father and son. And it's happening on August 16. So it's moving to Leo from water energy, from Cancer. In the Vedic astrology, it's called Gandanta. Again, we're talking about not Western astrology. We're dealing directly with the sky, what's really happening right now. So therefore, if you were expecting for me to announce different signs, we're not dealing with seasons. We're really dealing exactly what's happening right now in the sky. So this combination, I want to mention Vedic astrology because in Vedic astrology, it's called Gandanta. Now, what is the Gandanta? You can always Google and find out, but Gandanta in ancient and Vedic astrology is the end of the knots, right? It's very karmic, spiritual knot. Very, very strong combination for our tikkun process, for our incarnation process. It's not easy days. You should know that. 16, 17, until end of 17, only from the little bit afternoon of 18, we're going to release the energy. Do not plan anything, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, important things, especially like negotiation, any business decisions. If possible for you, try not to have too many meetings. If it's possible for you to, if you're in control of your own schedule. And what is very interesting, until this point, government literally ignore people will, like they completely, because Sun not in a good position right now. And it's actually conflict with the government right now. They themselves fight right now. Most of the government in the world, just for you to know. So for us as a people, we're observing, trying to fight for our freedom, for the liberty, real liberty, especially liberty of our soul. This is not really good time. We need to wait until 18 to really see the full picture. We're going to have much more support from Sun. This is the good news. So on 18, it will start to give us more balanced energy and more support. And we will feel like more clarity. And what else happening on August 18? So let's move to 18. 17, and then we have 18. Let's look at the Mercury. This is our beautiful Mercury, which is conjunct. Yeah, it is conjunct with Mars. So what is the Mercury? Mercury is the scribe, is the translator of the sun, right? Is the messenger of the sun. Very important planet. Is also moving to Leo. It's literally day after sun, it's moving to Leo. Look at that. And it's conjunct with Mars. And will be in Gandanta point as well. They all trap in Gandanta point. It's very karmic spiritual note. It is also combusted. It's not really in the best combination. So it's going to be, we're going to be a little bit conflicted with our thoughts. We're going to be a little bit lost. Make sure not to let any uncertainty, safek, amalek, to come inside of you. Very important. So Mercury represents the science, scientific mind, right? If you know what is really Mercury, Mercury represents many things. But I want to mention it represents scientific community as well. And this is not the right time to rush into create any drugs or push any drugs like vaccine. It's not a good idea. And again, in general, for anything connected to Mercury, it's better to wait until September when Mercury will be exalted. There will be much better time. So August, it's definitely a month where we really need to use a lot of restriction and work on ourselves, like every month. But I will make my point by end of this video. What I really want to give us some message, how to stay balanced with all of this information. And so if we look at it, there are 4 planets in Gandanta point right now in the karmic notes, something that has not been seen in very long time. So this is the moment in time where we push ourselves to reflect our karmic purpose of our life, and will urge us to earn our own clarity, which is really, really important. So think about it. The king, sun, Mars, the general of army, the messenger, the accountant, Mercury, in conflict right now. So it's affecting our nervous system, our body, it's create more inflammation. Then it's bound to transform ourselves. When Sun, Mercury, and Mars come out from this node, from this lock, it's right now when they will be unlocked. So our life will occur, we will feel much less pressure, we'll feel more clarity. There's a reason why cosmic energy put us right now in this position. Humanity should start to flourish when sun will come out from this combination after 1819, and Mars is going to his own house and Jupiter retrograde in his own house. We will feel much more support. So what really to do right now, like how to really stay balanced in this time? Each of us, we should be really connected to our higher self. It's number one, because we're all teachers, we're all healers, we're all nobody higher, nobody lower. But of course, if you have a teacher, if someone who has more knowledge in you, you're one of the luckiest people, because rather to listen to news and to get the suck energy of you, it's better to study, to connect to people like mind, study every day, to convert your knowledge to wisdom. It's not just enough to have knowledge, it's need to be converted to wisdom. Apply your spiritual tools in every moment, every thought, in every aspect of your life, everything. Remember, there's no space anymore. We have time between cause and effect. If in the past, our grandparents can communicate with each other by letter, and horse will deliver letter in a couple of months. If anyone have any conflict, anything, people already forget about. Now, instantly, by texting each other, by communicating, people, God forbid, destroying each other, or opposite, elevating. So this is why spirituality right now is the key. This is the only way to live, to constantly connect to the bigger picture. And the battle is real. This is why it's called the Gog and Magog, the war of thoughts. This is real battle. And it's in the full force right now. And those of you who understand what I'm talking about, the Erev Rav, those souls who create golden calf, they right now involved in all this mess. This is really, really important time for us to stay so connected. They want to gain the power back. It's all about idol worship. We can call so many things idol worship, but we need to be aware. We need to understand how the other side works. Very important. And we are spiritual light warriors, must stand strong. Do not let any fear to get in. Because remember, as soon you let fear get in, it's like a cancer cells. It starts to distribute inside of your mind, inside of your soul. God forbid, you need to understand it takes hard work to take out of your system this effect, the Amalek. I posted something very important, the verses from the Holy Zohar, which is discussed in great details what's really happening right now. It's directly connected to nowadays. Please go to my Facebook and see my post and connect with the very powerful letters of the Zohar on Aramaic, which is as directly connect with the light. Remember, one of the reasons it's very powerful to every day connect to the Zohar because it's represent or makif, surround light, direct connection with the light. When you read and pray in Hebrew, you need angels to connect to, but Zohar, you don't need anything. You have direct connection with the light. If you don't know how to read in Hebrew, in Aramaic, by scanning, your eyes is the window of your soul, is the mirror of your soul. So connect with your eyes, study every day. You can't afford it not to, I'm telling you. Connecting to the Zohar every day, connecting to the wisdom, connected to the higher purpose, extremely important. And try to connect with people like mind, you need to know how to protect your energy. But if you see some people a little bit open to understand spirituality, definitely be there for them. Definitely try to inject the light. Don't overwhelm them. Don't fight with anyone. Don't try to prove your point. We live in time right now of the Oy Veshray. It's total darkness and light. And every morning we wake up, it's not enough what you achieved yesterday. Today it's like a new day. It's a real battle. And I'm not trying to really live on a negative note. It's all good. We are signed for it. We agree for it. So this is another month for us. A very, very important month, a very important combination. Soon we're going to start preparation for Rosh Hashanah. We're going to connect to the energy of Tshuva, redemption, repenting, to prepare to arrive to Rosh Hashanah, to New Year, to Cosmic New Year, to be prepared. So our souls will get maximum light for the years to come and more protection. I hope my message can help you guys to see the big picture and to connect to your strength, your soul. And I will make the second video, the other part, will transform to the September as well. There's a lot of events happening as well. But most important, remember 16, 17, try to stay low profile. And is in 18, 19, it's going to be already a much better energy as well, okay? I'm wishing you many blessings, much love. All the best. Bye-bye.